Hello everybody and welcome back to Blue Jay Acres. My name is Noelle. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's jump into a full day of cooking from scratch. I'm actually filming this intro and the outgo for you the day after I filmed this because it was a sleepless night at my house and I was too tired to put my face on camera. So we're gonna jump into what we were eating yesterday. Here we go. Let's start with breakfast. Okay guys, it's 8:30 and I'm getting a late start to my morning. It's been a rough night. I'm going to start with some white wine in my crock pot. I'm going to be going on and getting the dinner in the crock pot, which is going to be pork chops tonight. And I'm keeping them very basic because I am going to be making a gravy to go over top of it with some rice tonight. So I'm going to start with some onion, and I've got, I don't know, about 6 cloves of garlic here. I'm going to put that in the bottom. And then I also have some rosemary here, fresh rosemary, but I'm going to put that on top, along with some salt and pepper. So I'm just going to start getting my pork chops out. Everybody is off today. We were supposed to go do therapy, but Luke did not sleep. He's been up since 3, and it's his stomach problems that he's having. So we are not going to go anywhere, which is good because I'm exhausted. And it's a good thing it was dinner in a crock pot. And his therapist was fine with it because she just got in last night and she's tired anyway. Because she had been on vacation. So I'm going to get all these pork chops in here. And I think there's 7 of them that I got out. I got them out yesterday, but they're still just a little bit frozen. And then I'll just cook this on low all day long. Okay, I can get them all in here. This one's still very frozen. Let's see if I can get that open. Okay, I got them all in there. Then I'm just going to go on and do some salt. Pepper. And then some fresh rosemary. And a little bit of sage from last year's garden. Alright, and then that's it. I'm going to put this on low. And then we're going to make our muffins. So poor Charles, he did not get muffins this morning. He'll get them for a snack later. He got homemade yogurt though with some of that peach. Yummy peach jam, so peach yogurt. He'll be happy with that. And then he got his meatloaf sandwiches and cherry cobbler. So he will be happy with his lunch today. Okay, so I'm going to start with a very simple lemon muffin. Nothing fancy. There's way fancier ones than this for sure. But we're going to start off with our flour. Alright, we are going to start with 2 cups of sugar. There's 1. I'm sorry, 2 cups of flour. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm tired today, so bear with me. And then we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. That's about a 1/4. And do a teaspoon of salt. Again, I use no caking agent in the salt, so I always have chunks. So I always try to sift it, especially something like this. 1 cup of sugar. It's like a perfect cup. Okay, I'm just gonna whisk this together, stir it together, and then I'm gonna add my wet ingredients. I'm just gonna do my wet ingredients in a little bowl on the side here real quick. We are gonna do 1 egg. It calls for 1 cup of buttermilk. I don't have any buttermilk because I didn't make butter this week. So I'm gonna do 1 cup of milk. And I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of vinegar. Give that a quick little stir, and we'll let that sit for just a minute while we're getting the rest of this together. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of oil, but I'm gonna use a 1/4 cup of butter. I think a really buttery batter will taste good, and it's really just getting a fat in there. And then we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of lemon zest. So I'm just gonna pretty much zest a lemon. Oh, it smells so good. Then I'm gonna juice 1/2 of a lemon. 2 to 3 tablespoons is what it calls for. That's about half of this lemon. Okay, now I'm gonna add that milk as well. Then I'm gonna just whisk this all together. And then we're gonna add this to the muffins. To the mix over here. Stir that all together. A pretty thick batter. I think I'm gonna add just a little bit more milk. All right, and then I'm also gonna add a tiny bit of almond extract. A little pinch of vanilla, or a little bit of vanilla. I'm just kind of winging it and doing my own thing today. Some poppy seeds, because my kids love it with poppy seeds. I have a basic recipe, and then I just kind of do my own thing with it. Oh, it smells so good. Alright, and then I have a muffin pan here. I'm going to just go on and pour some of this in. I'm just going to bake it at 350. And then we'll make a little glaze to go on top. Alright, and I was going to make a glaze, but I think I'm going to make a crumb topping to go over top instead. So for the crumb topping, I'm going to just take some sugar here. This is probably good enough. And I'm going to zest some more lemon. I want to be very lemony because that's kind of the point of lemon muffins, right? To be very lemony. Alright, so now I've got some good zest. I'm going to work that in with my fingers so this sugar gets really smelly and tasting of lemon. Now I'm going to add some melted butter. Stir that all around. And then I'm going to get my flour out and add some flour to this as well. But now I'll use my hands to get in here and use like a claw motion. Turn this lemony goodness into crumbs. Crumb topping for the top. There we go, perfect. So I'm going to go on and add that to the top of each of these. And now they'll have this buttery, crummy topping full of lemon flavor. And these are ready for the oven. Next, we're going to make our chocolate chip muffins. I always like to make two kinds of muffins. That way, one, we have a lot of muffins in the house ready to go. And two, everybody likes different things. We're a large family, so it's nice for everybody to have something that they like. So we're going to start with 2.5 cups of flour. Okay, and I've got 2 of these open. That's what happens when kids are always cooking. And I've always got kids cooking. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And don't worry, with this 1.5 lemons that I have left over, I'll be making lemonade later today anyway. I will use that for that. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. One cup, oh that's a big chunk of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. I'm just going to go in and stir this together. This is our dry, then we'll start with our wet. I'm gonna do 2 eggs. I got a 1/2 cup of melted butter here, but I'm gonna let that cool for just a second. We also, again, are gonna do 1 cup of milk, but we're gonna make it buttermilk again. So we're just gonna add a little bit of, I think that might be a hair over a cup. Gonna just add a little bit of vinegar. We're also gonna add a little bit of vanilla. And then we're going to mix this with these eggs real quick. They've got the vanilla in it. And this butter is still pretty hot. Add that butter. And then we'll add it to the milk. Get all that nice and mixed up. And that's our batter here. And then just make sure that you butter or spray your pans down. I just use some spray oil on mine. We're going to add some chocolate chips. And I just measure with my heart and just put a little bit in. This is a mix, all different. It's got some chunks in it. It's got some regular. I use the chocolate chips. Now I get them from Azure, but I use the ones that just have cocoa powder, cocoa butter, and sugar. Now I don't go through them very fast, but when Ash is home, we go through them really fast because she is always making chocolate chip cookies and using the chocolate chips. I'm gonna add just a few more. Alright, and this is ready to go into the muffin tins. Theo will love these. He loves double chocolate. He loves chocolate chip. He might do the lemon. I don't know. But all the girls will do the lemon. Charles is not a lemon fan. All the girls are. Like, he doesn't do a lot of the lemonade and stuff when I make it. But everybody else does. He thinks lemon tastes like furniture cleaner. Anything lemon. He's crazy. Alright, that's it. I'm going to put these into the oven. And then we'll have our chocolate chip muffins. Alright, so here are the muffins. They just came out of the oven. We're just going to have muffins this morning. And we had cut up some watermelon the other day that we've gotten from the farmer's market. So that's it. That's breakfast today. Charles isn't home to taste test. I don't think any of the kids are cleaned up yet. So I'll let you know how it tastes. Okay, so for lunch today, Theo has been wanting ham. And I have a tiny little ham that I went ahead and threw into the oven. You can see it cooking up right here. Just a cute little ham. So I'm gonna make a quick mustard to go with that ham. Okay, so for this super fast, simple mustard, and this will last us like 3 weeks in your fridge. I'm gonna just do 4 tablespoons of just yellow, plain old yellow ground mustard. There we go. 2 tablespoons of vinegar, whatever kind of vinegar you want. I'm doing apple cider vinegar. 2 teaspoons of just some warm water. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use my half teaspoon because the other one's just a little bit wet right now. So 1 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. This is just a really, really fast one. We're going to just mix this all up and let it sit for about 10 minutes before we put it in the fridge. Just stir it really good. And then you guys can see it's just plain old fast, easy mustard. There's definitely other ones that are take a little longer that are so good. This one's just really fast. So we'll set a 10-minute timer and let that just sit. Alexa, start a 10-minute timer. Alright, so then for lunch today we have some homemade mayonnaise, homemade mustard, have some of our buns from last night, or rolls. Then we have the ham, cut up some lettuce, some tomato, and cucumbers, and we're gonna make sandwiches for lunch. So here is mine. I just did some tomato, some lettuce on a bun, and I'm gonna do a little mayonnaise and a little mustard. Just like that. And a little bit of ham. So there is my big old sandwich, and I'm gonna have some cucumbers with that. Okay, next we're gonna start making our gravy. I've got some rice already going. So in this, I'm gonna start some fat. So I'm just going to add some bacon grease in here for my fat. Now I want this to be a milk gravy, but I also want to use some of the drippings from the pork along with the fat. So see how this turns out. I'm gonna go on and pick the stems off while I'm waiting of my rosemary. I don't want all that in there. That smells so good. It's gonna be so flavorful and delicious. Oh, yeah, flour. I'll go on and add some flour in here. See if I need any more. Thicken that up. So we want to cook that flour in the bacon grease for just a little bit. Like we're making bacon gravy. We're going to make still just a milk-based gravy, but with the pork as well. So we're going to go and just let this cook for a few minutes. And because of all the flavoring in the pork, I'm not sure exactly how much I'm going to need salt-wise. So I'm going to mostly salt this towards the end. But I am going to put a little bit in here now because I know that I'm going to need some. I'm just not sure how much. I got my spoon rest right here. I'm so bad about that. I try to always keep it by me. And on my stove, so I use it. And I just always forget. Alright, some pepper. Alright, that's starting to cook down good. I'm going to try to heat down a little bit. I don't want to burn any of it. So now I'm going to start adding some of this broth. A little bit of onion is getting in there too, but that's alright. Some of that broth in there. Now I want to add some of my milk. I'll try this out for my whisk. If I can find it. I'll turn it down just a little bit more. I also want to give it a little taste and see what all seasonings you want to add. A little more salt. I'm going to cut up a salad tonight, so I did pick 2 radishes to put in the salad tonight. Alright, so then here is dinner tonight. It's pork chop. I got some rice, the gravy, and salad, and a roll, because we still have a few rolls left over. Alright, first taste tester of the day, Charles Edward.
It's magic! Just popped onto the plate.
Alright, give it a go.
I want to try this gravy by itself first. I'm going to eat gravy with the rice. Creamy. Very good. Mmm. That's just like melting in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Take a bite of your salad with the radish in it.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to try the radish that way. Which, you know, I think I've eaten radishes in salads before.
Yeah, I've put them in.
That was elegant.
See, it's fine.
I'm sure I'll have subscribers making comments about my eating trouble. And no, you know what? I'm fine to throw the radishes in the salad.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it last night.
We've done it a lot. And tell them how you like the muffin, because you did try a muffin. Because I got no sleep, I have not put my face in here at all today. I'm going to do my intro tomorrow and put my face in.
So, I'm weird when I eat. I ate the crusty edge of the muffin first. Very strong lemon flavor. Tasted fantastic. Thought the body of the muffin probably could have used a little more lemon flavor, but overall, muffin was fantastic.
But if you ate the whole muffin together like most people do.
Like normal people, it probably would have been fine. Yeah. I never claimed to be
I
normal.
thought they were perfect. I thought they were good. A little lemon glaze on top, though, would take it, I think, over the top. Just because it'd give that extra little burst of the tangy lemon taste.
I don't know that I would have liked the glaze over the top, because I like the crunchy. I like the
yeah, but I mean over top of the sugary.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
want
saying
it to
a little
lose
light
its crunch.
No, I'm saying a light glaze over top of that.
Okay. I wouldn't want it to get
Kate
salty.
said she thinks that would make it too sweet.
Maybe.
But I think that would give it that little extra lemony.
Well, I think a lot of it just depends on what you like, and I guess what time of day you're planning on eating it. I don't know that I'd want it so sweet for breakfast, but if I'm chowing on a muffin in the middle of the afternoon with my lunch or whatever,
Then you want it sweet.
then I think sweet would be fine.
All right, well, today is Monday ice cream day. So I was thinking maybe peach ice cream. What do you think?
Or a vanilla ice cream with peaches on top.
Anyone do the
would work.
peaches on top and do
Yeah.
it just vanilla? All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys for ice cream.
Don't overcomplicate the ice cream. I love it either way.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the ice cream real quick for dessert. So I have a quart. I'm sorry, yeah, a quart. It's almost all cream. There's just a little bit of milk in it. Then I'm gonna add a little bit more milk. Then I have 2 fresh egg yolks. Now, egg yolks are safe to eat raw, especially when they are from a farm, you know, right straight from the farm. Then I'm going to add some vanilla bean powder. A little salt, and then whatever sweetener you want, maple syrup, honey. I'm gonna just do sugar for today. And I'm gonna do about 3/4 a cup of sugar. It is ice cream. And that's it. That's the only ingredients in here. Now we're just gonna stir this up in our, or mix it up in our blender. And that's it. So there's this new Doctor Who on Disney. So we're gonna watch that. At least it's new to us. We haven't seen it. And we're gonna watch it while we eat our ice cream tonight. All right, so now a very, very cold bowl, and insert my little spinner here. Put my lid on. I just do a Cuisinart frozen yogurt and ice cream maker. And then you just start pouring in your stuff. And then this takes about 20 to 30 minutes. It's a pretty perfect amount. 20 to 30 minutes, and this will be a soft serve ice cream. That's it. Very simple, nice treat today. We're at like 90 degrees, so it's a great end of the day treat. Some fresh ice cream. Okay, so this took about 20 minutes, maybe 23, and you can see it is a good soft serve ice cream. Charles is going to taste test for you, and we are going to start eating. So good. Okay, but we are going to put a little bit of this peach jam that we made, like peach stuff. So there it is.
You know what else would have been really good on this too?
Hmm.
You made that whipped cream, homemade whipped cream the other day.
Oh, I think that'd be overkill. But
Oh, there is no.
I was thinking, what if I had made a pie crust? Crumbled up some pie crust and put the peaches in the pie crust inside, the last swirls, and then it'd be like a peach pie. How is it, ice cream connoisseur? Did I get it right?
Mm-hmm.
We even go watch Doctor Who and eat this?
I think with any kind of warm topping, even room temperature.
I didn't do warm though. That's from the fridge.
Is it
It's
from
not
the
warm.
Fridge? I was just gonna say anything that's warmer than that, you would need to probably freeze this just a little bit.
Oh yeah, because it's going to be melted like
Yeah.
very soon.
Yeah, because it's even at cold temperature, it's starting to melt
Yeah.
the ice cream a little bit.
That's all right. We'll get the rest of
But
it in the
flavor,
freezer.
Spot on.
All right. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.